Hi, thanks for joining. I'm your host, Chris Gennaro. My co-host is Eric Risk, and today we have Vivisect on. How you doing, guys?
Good.
Good, man.
Cool. So
Thank
let's just do a round of intros and say what you do in the band and who you are.
I'm Mike. I play the drums.
Dan, guitar and vocals.
Gorman, bass.
Randy, guitar, lead guitar.
Cool. And you guys are pretty local to us, and we know it seems like we know a lot of the same people. We were talking to Sentient Horror a little while ago. Those guys definitely recommended you, and I think you had played a couple shows with them.
Yeah.
And we talked to Oxalate too, and you guys are on a split with them.
Yes.
Yep.
So I guess let's just start talking about the split and how that came about. I know it's on Blood Harvest Records. So just talk about how you got hooked up with that.
Right. So Fred from Bloodspore, he contacted us about doing a split. First, it was going to be just us, them, and maybe like one other band that fell off, and then we got Oxalate and Perpetuated.
And we recorded live too. It was all the band. It was like a stipulation. All the bands had to record it live on the split. So yeah, we did.
No overdubbing, no nothing. Just
No, yeah. I mean,
Oh, I did the vocals, but
yeah,
the
vocals,
instruments were recorded
vocals
live.
and leads, right?
Okay.
But like
Yeah.
we played at the same time as the drums played,
Yeah,
and I believe every band did that. That was the.
that's something we all like agreed to do, to have like a nice organic sound for the whole split.
Cool.
Did you know Oxalate prior to doing the split? Because obviously they're from the same state.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we played shows with them prior.
Yeah, I think it was our second show that we played out in Pennsylvania at the Nail. It was with them. Who else played that? Replicant, another good Jersey band.
Yep, we know them.
I don't know.
Who else played that
was
show?
I
I think a band called World Below.
Now.
World Below, I think.
Below. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. It's a cool show, but yeah, we played with Oxalate then. What else do we play with them? So,
Yeah, we've
Then
seen them
Meat
play
Locker,
the Meat
didn't we?
Locker
Yeah.
and St. Vitus.
And we
They've
played with
opened for
Perpetuated
bands.
as the Meat Locker too. I think it was Oxalate, Perpetuated, Inoculation, maybe.
Yeah.
And there was another band on that bill. It was so long ago now, but yeah, we played with them a couple times.
Cool. And then you guys have I was looking through your stuff. I know that you guys have well, I guess it's a 2-song with an intro, right? I don't know if that counts as 3.
yeah.
It's on tape and CD. It's self-titled, but I also saw a listing for another release that looked like it had the same songs on it. Was that a mistake, or did you read?
No, it's the same songs. It's just one is rehearsal demo.
Well, yeah, one's like a very, very, very rough rehearsal demo. And then we decided to like give those songs like a better recording. And then that's the one that got put out through Desert Wastelands.
Okay, and they did a limited run of CDs. It looks like they're sold out, but it was a limited run of 100.
Yeah, they did the tapes. We actually self-released the CDs, and yeah, we're all out of those. I think maybe Severed Records has a few left if people are looking. SeveredRecords.com.
Okay.
You can find them on Discogs for like.
Yeah, I mean,
$15,
we're
$20.
gonna try to do a repress soon. Yeah, we did see some pop up on Discogs. Not too happy about that.
So, and what label would that be with? Or
Desert
self-released
Wasteland
again, or
Productions is the one that put out the tape.
Yeah. Desert Wasteland.
Desert Wasteland? We put all the links in the description, so we'll
Okay.
Okay.
make sure that stuff is in there, and people can check out the description and take a look and click through and get that stuff if you're interested. What are you guys planning for the future? Because you've got the 3 songs, the 1 song, I think the 1 song on the split, and then I think there was another song, The Prison Planet, that looks like it may be just like a digital only.
Yeah, that was
that's right.
digital only. That was like the first thing we ever recorded. Kind of before like we even like formed the band. That was just me and Dan went to the studio and recorded that. Yeah, so for the future, we're just slowly working on a full-length album. You know, we got some songs written, got to write a few more before we have enough.
We got to
for
get our
full
ass
length.
in gear, basically.
Yeah, COVID really took us down.
Yep. Took all this down.
Yeah, it's just hard
we
to.
don't have any motivation. That's what it is. It's all us.
But yeah, we'll get back to it. We got the material there, just gotta finish it up.
So how many songs do you got now that you? And how many songs are you gonna do for the full length, if that's what the plan is?
Probably be about 6 or 7 songs for the full length. We might re-record the split song for the full length, and then 6 new songs. And we already got about like 4 or 5 of those written already, so you know,
Yeah,
just gotta finish them up.
fleshing it out, you know.
Not
kinda-
too long.
vocals,
Within a year or two, we'll have the full length out for sure.
Yeah.
Hopefully by the time we start playing shows again.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah.
That was another thing. It's like, you know, do you want to put out an album if we can't like go tour on it?
Sure. Yeah, it's kind of a
We were
weird
about
spot
to
to
just-
put out an album.
Yeah, we were about to just go on like some little tours, some weekend tours. Yeah.
Did you? Yeah, because I noticed you had some shows up on YouTube. The Tusk. I'm thinking, is that the one place in Philly?
Yeah.
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 Okay.
That's where we met the guys from Sunny and Horror.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's the first time we played with them. Sure.
So I noticed those dates were like from February of last year. So it seems like you guys were playing right up until the pandemic hit.
We
Yeah.
played the weekend before. The middle of March, I guess like March 14th or whatever. Is when the
Yeah.
Yeah,
pandemic
that's right. Yeah, we did.
before.
I
At
think
Champs.
the last show was on the 13th, and then I think it was like later that week.
Yeah, they almost canceled that show, but that's before we knew like how bad it was.
So what do they call you up and they're like, this thing is going on, but we're still going to go through with it, or?
Yeah, that's pretty much what happened.
Yeah, because I think bands are still talking about like trying to tour and stuff like that. There are like a few bands, you know. I think just about by that time, most people were stopping. You know, I know like more major venues were, you know, shutting down, you know, not hosting shows or whatnot. So, but
And we were going to play Staten Island, and then what did we have 2 New York shows the 2 weekends after that. So
yeah.
we
Yeah,
were
we were
like,
gonna
we were like
play a
ready to
lot.
like, yeah, we were planning on playing.
Like we
live.
just put out that EP through Desert Wasteland, and we were ready to like go play a bunch of shows. But, oh well.
So
COVID.
why don't you talk about how you guys formed? I know some of you guys are living in the same place that you're rehearsing in. We were talking before, but I guess just go through how the band came together.
Well, I knew him. How long have I known you for? So, like 20 years old or something? Yeah. So like 11 years. And then I knew Randy and Gorman played in a band called Anticosm.
Yeah, we were with them for a
And
while.
then my old band played with. And you guys know Ryan too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ryan Donato.
Randy about Gorman, and then Randy joined too. I guess
Yep.
that's how it
Yeah,
happened.
we all kind of like loosely knew each other, you know, through playing with like different bands. So you know, and, like you know, they were looking for, you know, more people, and you know, they sent me a song, and I was like, yeah, I'm definitely down, man. So you know, I was kind of off playing in bands for about a year, and then you know, I joined up, and then you know, Randy right after. So.
Yes. Dan had came through at a local bar that I work at, and asked, "Hey man, do you want to play guitar?" And I mean, at the time I was really busy with the Vulcan and stuff, so I was like, I'll, if I have time, sure. And then, you know, everything came together, and but yeah, no, everything came through, and you know, came for practice, learned the songs, and it's been that since.
Cool. I guess talk about so you have a rehearsal place in the place that you live. That's got to be pretty convenient.
It is, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
we have a really
That's
good
great.
landlord who lives here, and he lets us jam all we want.
Yeah. That's why we don't bother the neighbors too much. But yeah, it's cool, man. Just like whenever we want to, we can go down, you know, mess around with, you know, with some ideas or whatever, kind of flesh stuff out there, or just work on stuff whenever we really want. I mean, we're always down there making, any kind of music, So,
Yeah,
not- not even
it's
just
more
metal.
like just random music
Yeah.
making than
I'm the only asshole that doesn't live there with them. But the three of those guys live together. But I got my own place with a kid, so it's kind of hard. hard to have a band house when I have a kid.
When Sentient Horror, was talking to you guys up in their interview, they were like, yeah, we know this band Vivisect, and they do a lot of songs about autopsies and stuff. And I was like, yeah, no shit. I mean, that's,
Yeah.
we actually don't have any songs about autopsies.
I guess maybe that was an assumption that he made then based on your name or
I
something.
mean, that's fine.
Yeah.
We'll roll with it.
Yeah, that's cool.
So
Yeah.
we got songs about cults and torture. Oh, just
Anything we want, really. Yeah, there's no rules.
We don't have
There's no
a
barely-
theme.
There's no theme.
We're one of the only new death metal bands without a theme.
Cover a broad range of topics, not necessarily like gore related either.
Sure.
Okay, but there is some gore stuff going on.
I mean, yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think
We got a song called Rat
we'll-
Torture
We'll,
about
probably
the-
do some more of that, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess the name kind of throws you off a bit, but
So wait, rat torture is about torturing people with rats.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's not about
yeah.
It's not about
Yeah.
torturing a rat.
Yeah, you
It's
don't
a-
want
it's a-
animal cruelty.
it's a-
human,
No,
No.
cruelty.
We-
human cruelty is all right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Animal
It's
cruelty.
an old medieval torture method.
Yeah.
Well, funny side note, like when Prison Planet first got put on YouTube by some YouTube channel, for some reason people thought we were an animal rights band because of the name Vivisect. For some reason,
Yeah, if you look up that video, there's like a monkey.
so someone wrote
behind
like a
the
little
cage.
article in French about us being an animal
Yeah,
rights
they-
band. We're like, well, we're not against animal rights, but we do.
That's not what we're going for either. But we'll take it. I don't care.
I always feel like that was the story with Carcass, though. That they did all this sort of meat stuff on their album covers,
Yeah.
but it was sort of so maybe it came from there.
Yeah. I mean, and cattle decapitation too.
Yeah, they're
I
like-
mean,
They're vegans or something.
stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, it's I don't know how they really got to that conclusion.
They just assumed for us, I guess.
Yeah.
Actually, that's a theme because the sentient horror guy was assuming stuff too. It's a lot of
A lot of people assuming. So I hope it's all good. That's all. I don't care what you assume. Just as long as it's
They're
positive.
assuming our
That's-
lyrics.
That's why there's these interviews to clarify everything.
You're right. This will clarify everything.
Important.
Yeah.
Does Desert Wasteland, are they going to do your new stuff, or are you still trying to figure that out?
We haven't really thought about, but probably.
Yeah, I mean, we like to work with them
We,
again.
we love Sean, and they've been good to us, and we'd continue on with them, no problem.
We were thinking about doing 2 songs before we put out the album again, just to keep things going because it's almost been a year.
Yeah, we
since
might
put out
do
the
another
EP.
rehearsal demo through them possibly.
But like if it's like a rough recording, then we'll take the songs and put them on the album still. But they'll be, and we're talking about possibly asking Sean to do that, but we're not sure yet.
Yeah, still a little ways down the road, I guess.
Okay, but it's nice that he can do those limited run CDs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Because nobody wants to get, it's you just do it, get them sold, and it's just nice to get the stuff out there while you're waiting.
The CD we did, the cassette he did.
Okay, so he did, and I assume the cassette was also a pretty limited run.
Cassette was
I think it's like
150.
150.
Yeah.
150. Okay.
And then like what would we get, 100 CDs? But he bought CDs from us, so we had like maybe 40 left, and we sold them like 20.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like we live next to a CD pressing plant, so it was really cheap to just
Oh, really?
go get the
Yeah.
CDs ourselves,
Yeah,
and
disc
we don't have to.
makers.
Yeah, we don't have to pay shipping. Just drive to the plant, pick them up. So
All right.
it was like super cheap to make those CDs.
Okay.
Obviously, a
just do
place in
that.
Trenton.
It's actually in Pensacola near like Camden.
Okay.
20 minutes
Close
from
enough. And you know those guys, or they just happen to be local?
They're like a really big company, discmakers.com.
Oh yeah.
Disc maker.
Just known
Okay.
them for a while. Yeah, they make a lot of stuff. Happen to be local.
And what else do you guys do besides music? Like, and any other interesting hobbies or weird stuff?
I mean, I'm a welder. So that's pretty
Okay.
fun.
I cut down
Like doing
trees.
that.
Cut down trees.
Yep, I'm an arborist. So.
A what?
An arborist is the technical term.
Okay.
Um,
Cool. And then talked about lyrical content. You want to talk about just writing songs and stuff, like what the process is, maybe how you guys come up with stuff.
Yeah, we're
Damn.
We're
So-
we're
some
a Guitar
people-
Pro band.
yeah. Some people knock Guitar Pro, but me and Dan, we write the songs on Guitar Pro. We just like go back and forth with each other, send in riffs and put them together.
We email each other new copies of it, and like we flush it out until it's done. Back and forth between ourselves, and then it's easy because then we give everybody the same copy of everybody has the same riffs, and that way it's easier to learn.
And then, so would you just do like a very basic drum, either a click track or something, or
Yeah, I just tab out the drums, like maybe not exactly what I'm gonna do when I play, but like close enough. Obviously, be able to tell, oh, this is a blast beat, that's like a thrash beat, and yeah, even though I don't really play guitar, like I play piano, so I write guitar riffs.
You write some very intricate riffs, Mike.
Yeah, they hate me because I write riffs
He
that
doesn't know how to
may-
play guitar. and
I don't know how to
he
play
writes riffs.
guitar, and I write riffs. So sometimes they're like, I've never played in this way before. This is very
Yeah.
odd.
like
And our songs can be a little
Riffs,
technical
and
at
then-
times.
And I always learn the songs at practice because I'm terrible at Guitar Pro and reading tablature. So I'm more of a visual learner. So once Dan gets it down, I'll go from there. And
because I'm not too familiar with Guitar Pro. Does it have like a tablature feature or something like that?
yeah,
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 it's a
it's just-
tablature editing software.
in like
you
real
put
time.
the tab in, and then it plays it back for you.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's basically just like a MIDI sequencer.
Like I've messed around with Guitar Pro, but not having a guitar in my hand, just like putting in numbers. It's sometimes easier with a guitar, but you could do it that way, and you can see how the riff sounds.
That's
And then
kind of
you-
interesting. I never messed with it either. Yeah, you can just type in like chords, like chords, but with numbers, like frets and stuff, and then see,
Right.
and see what it
But
plays.
getting all the time signature down and everything is weird. That's why it always messes me up trying to listen to like the MIDI file of it.
Mhm.
So I'm,
Definitely
I mean,
different.
I'm better at like seeing another, or like when I see Dan play it, then it's like, all right, cool, I got it.
Does it sound like, when I think of like I mean, I do some music stuff too, but I'm thinking some of the MIDI stuff can sound very video gamey if you don't.
It does sound
Yeah,
like
it
that.
definitely
Yeah,
does.
it does.
It's pretty funny, but I mean, it's a good like reference point though. After
That's a
you
good,
learn
yeah,
the
it's a good
songs,
way to.
You can
it's
go
a good way
back
to-
and just kind of
Right, and it's always there. It's always
Yeah.
there. It's always
Right, yeah, it never changes, and you can slow it down too, so it's easier to learn.
Yeah.
For me, it's easier to learn that way.
Yeah, this is my first time, doing it with Guitar Pro. I normally, anytime I wrote anything, it would just be like sit down with the guitar and just, come up with riffs. So I mean, it's a little bit of a learning curve, but it's, like I said, it's good. You have it there, and it's always there. So
And all this
And
stuff, I saw the listing of the recording studio. It was like Octopus or something.
yeah,
Oculus
Garden.
Sound, or Octopus Garden.
Yeah, Octopus Gardens.
Octopus Gardens. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
So,
how is that? Is that where you would probably do new stuff, or
Yeah, we'll probably stick
Yeah,
with
Vince is awesome.
Yeah.
you're happy with that?
Vince
You
is,
were happy with those guys?
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
just
Vince is a-
Vince Carducci is the guy who
Yeah, Vince is a
Yeah.
great guy. He's awesome. Got a great studio.
Yeah. It's nice.
Yeah, the studio is very nice. We don't belong in that studio.
Yeah, we're definitely the only metal band that records there.
Yeah, it's like a bunch of like R&B people who go in there normally.
That's interesting. That he doesn't do a lot. The guy who did your CD doesn't do a lot of metal.
He likes metal, and he's like
He has in the past, but he currently like works with like hip hop artists.
Okay.
But he's really good
Yeah,
producer.
we
so-
basically give him like what we give him a couple of examples of what we want to sound like of records, and then he'll just he'll mix it in that way. He'll make it sound that way.
He's really good at
And then-
letting us know in the studio of how to emulate that as well. Whether it has to be like doing a live thing or if he's good with all that as far as telling us how or letting us know or recommending how to do certain things. It's definitely
And he'll we mix the how many copies of the mix did we get from like the EP?
Oh yeah,
it was probably like 10 different mixes.
he's a good friend of ours, so we're in close contact with him. So he'll give us so many mixes of the same songs, so.
But then we'll say like, oh, we need more bass, and he'll mix it again, and then we'll say, oh, guitars are not enough or whatever.
So not while you're in the studio, though.
No, he'll just send it through email, then we can listen to it,
He's
or
thorough.
we'll listen to it together. Like he'll come over, and we did it that way one time.
So I guess talk about then maybe some of your influences and stuff. We're discussing what you want it to sound like. Are there influences that you guys have that you're like?
What albums did we give him? I forget.
Well, for our sounds, I mean,
I think he's just talking about in general. Like,
yeah,
Oh,
I would
yeah,
definitely say like Obituary. The early
Obituary, yeah.
Florida death metal.
Yeah, Florida Death
You
Metal.
know.
that's what we set out to do, and we just do
Yeah,
that.
very, very early.
Morbid Angel, all that stuff.
Morbid Angel.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
We don't like poo anything though if it sounds good. We're not like, oh, that's not Florida Death Metal. So.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a mix of a few different people's ideas and everything in there, and it comes but it's definitely I feel like at least when I first heard it, it definitely sounded like just like some straight up like old Florida death metal, like the very
how's that more
the
sound?
earlier stuff, and that's what got me interested in joining the band. So I was I thought it was awesome.
Death metal.
Yeah, definitely Obituary, especially like in the first couple of songs we wrote were a little slower. But I feel like now we're going more towards like a more like death thrashy kind of sound. Like the new stuff we're writing is definitely like a bit faster.
Yeah, a little more intricate.
Yeah, and like more intensity throughout. Yeah, excited to get those recorded eventually.
And you mentioned before that you were doing you had some tours lined up, or you were thinking about doing some tours. Was there a particular band that you were thinking about touring with, or it was just just reaching out further into?
We were talking with Path to War from Maryland. They also put out a demo on Desert Wastelands. We're talking about like doing like a Friday, Saturday, Sunday type of deal, like Philly, New York, and then their town, Maryland.
That DC thing at the brewery.
Oh yeah, we were gonna play at Atlas too.
Atlas Brewery, yeah.
Yeah, we're just basically thinking about doing a couple weekend runs, over the summer, maybe like 2, 3, 4. We were talking with Bloodsport as well before everything stopped. Just a couple weekends here and there.
Yeah, we all got to keep our jobs. We can't go off for like 2 weeks, but maybe once we have an album out, we could try to like squeeze out a week or something like that through the East Coast or something, or out to the Midwest. But
We'd like to go out there. Sure.
Yeah. COVID.
Yeah.
COVID.
Cool. Anything else? I mean, we'll probably wrap it up soon. Anything else? Either stuff you want to promote or anything that you might have going on that you want to talk about.
Yeah,
Not really.
Yeah.
Dude,
Well,
I
you
just-
got something to promote.
Yeah, you can plug something if you want
all
to.
right, so
if you don't, not if you don't want to.
all right,
Don't do
I'll-
it if you don't have, if you
That's
don't
fine.
want to.
I've been working on a like an electronic album. Like, you know, I don't really know what to describe it as. Maybe a little more like darker, sort of darker ambient kind of type thing. It's called
Okay.
Gloom Lurker, and so I've been working on that for almost the entire time we haven't been playing shows because I have time to do other shit now. So I've always been into like electronic music, and a lot of other non-metal stuff. So I've been working on that. So hopefully it'll be out, by the springtime. So.
Okay, so there's nothing that's out now, but possibly later in 2000.
Yeah. I'm just basically wrapping things up now, waiting on artwork and stuff. So.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, Brad Moore, who did the Tomb Mold artwork, is going to be doing it. He did a thing for my old band, like a T-shirt design. So I'd spoke with him, and so yeah, he's going to do some art for me. So
Cool. And then when that stuff comes out, if somebody's listening to this interview in a year, check the description. If you send it along, I'll definitely add it. It's super easy to do that.
hey, cool, thank you.
You got anything else, Eric? Or
Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Yeah.
okay. So I guess we'll wrap it up. I really appreciate you guys coming on. Obviously there's a special place in my heart for indie New Jersey metal and New York, East Coast metal. So looking forward to having shows come around again and going out and seeing you guys play. Obviously been to a ton of shows in Trenton, so I'm no stranger to that. So
Hopefully soon. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, hopefully, man.
Yeah.
Drive me crazy.
cool. So thanks for joining, everybody, and
Thank you for having us.
see you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Thanks, guys.